I'll be turning 31 on the 21st of August, so I guess that means that I have a decent amount of wisdom. This video, I want to share with you guys what I've learned in the past decade. Aging another year, I am reflecting on what I've accomplished, what I've learned, and what I would tell myself, my younger self, who was like in my 20s trying to figure it all out, the advice that I would give. So here's what I have to share. To my younger self, Lisa, when I was 19 years old in college, I would tell you that, hey, learn to embrace your identity and be proud of it. The world already tells you that they don't like you and that they hate you. So do yourself a favor and learn to love yourself. This is why I made a video about reasons why it's better to be lesbian. It got a lot of hate based off the comments, but I'm here to spread positivity. That even though the world tells you that you're not good enough because of who you are, it's important to appreciate who you are and that their words don't define you. I had to go through my own journey of dealing with internalized homophobia because I also felt that hate in myself. And having to prove myself to my parents, I felt this stain of my identity was devaluing my worth. It was hard for me to get over that. I eventually learned to appreciate who I am, and I'm proud, and I want to share that love and help people appreciate who they are, which leads to my next point, building a supportive community. Having something like this was so crucial to helping me overcome my internalized homophobia. Having that supportive community is really what helped heal my internal self. It made me feel like I belonged, at least for me when I was in college, and I didn't have that super close relationship with my parents, and especially since I wasn't out, I had to find myself feeling like I belonged somewhere else. And I met my college friends who made me feel like I was family. They were family to me. We partied a bunch, we had good times, we shared our vulnerabilities. I was able to share my struggles with girls that I was dating with back in the day with these people. This was something that I couldn't share with my parents because I wasn't out. So Lisa, find those people that matter to you. Make sure that you have a home, a second home to the people that matter to you. This will give you a place to feel at peace. Tying into the previous 2 points I said about having a supportive community and also loving yourself, learn to prioritize your mental health is important. When I was in my 20s, I really didn't know that I was struggling with my mental health. I thought it was normal for me to have suicidal thoughts, and it was something that I was struggling with, but it didn't severely inhibit the things I wanted to do in life. It wasn't until I found out that my college offered counseling sessions for free, and until I went to my first session and then on, I was able to help manage my suicidal thoughts. And I really felt like a completely different person. I still use therapy to this day because there are just certain things that we struggle with as adults. Life gets more complicated and just things happen. And it's nice to have another person there in your corner who can help you sort through these emotions. There are times where I'm feeling like I'm down and I don't really know why. If you're somebody who is looking for therapy and hasn't crossed the bridge to find a therapist yet, if having to go see a therapist is really difficult to fit in your schedule, it's not affordable, I would suggest you checking out onlinetherapy.com. They're an online therapy service where they can connect you with certified therapists that cover a variety of different mental health issues. You also get to speak to them online, so it gives you the convenience of location and also time. And they also have a very affordable pricing where it starts off at $40 a week for their subscription service. And if you use my link down below, you can get 20% off your first month. If you are somebody who just hasn't considered therapy yet, this is your chance to get it more affordably. As I'm aging another year, I am just seeing how there's just different struggles that appear throughout my life. And things that I've had problems with growing up, I still haven't resolved. With therapy, I'm able to talk to somebody about it and work through it. To my younger self, you will get through this. To whoever is watching, I root for you and I hope that you're able to overcome these hurdles. The next lesson that I've learned is to not rush relationships. As lesbians, we are always so excited to find the woman of our dreams. We may feel lesser than when we aren't in a relationship with somebody, especially with how people will post on social media that they're in a relationship with somebody, they're going out on vacation with their significant other, and we feel alone. Not having a relationship does not define you. And I've been in those situations where I am very quick to jump into wanting love or a relationship with somebody, making me feel like I had value because somebody wanted me. I say to myself to my younger self, don't rush it. It's something to learn about what are my personal values and what if these values are something that I want to look for in another person who could be my potential long-term partner. Don't settle on being in a mediocre relationship. Take time to learn about yourself, take time to learn about the other person, and really focus on building that strong relationship with yourself. Finally, I want to leave off on a lesson that I wholeheartedly believe in is being comfortable being uncomfortable. Now, what do I mean by that? I always felt like I was kind of like the underdog growing up. If you guys ever watched Kill la Kill, I kind of resonated with Ryuko being that underdog and having to learn and struggle through my life. Compared to Satsuki, where she was just granted with beauty and like she had this high status role already, Ryuko she basically crawled out of the rubble trying to figure out how to fight and become stronger that way. And that was me. I had to figure out how to date girls, how to be better, how to be the version that I wanted to be. That didn't come from taking the easy route. Things that I wanted for myself was like being in shape, going on dates, learning how to date, with all the nuances of talking to girls. And all of those things involved putting myself in an uncomfortable situation. I look back and I applaud myself for doing the hard things, and that's not always easy. But that, by being comfortable, being uncomfortable, doing the hard things, that is what led me to greatness. That's what led me to see results. Now, those are all the things that I have to say for my younger self. And I really wholeheartedly believe in all these principles that I could apply these to my current day and age right now. But having those foundational things like loving yourself, having a supportive group, learning to take risks and being uncomfortable will 10x what it's going to be in your 30s, your 40s, your 50s. Now that I've reflected on my past, how am I going to shape my next 2 years from where I am now, another year older? I gave myself a few goals a few years back, and I'm grateful to have hit those goals. I'm able to live in a great city that actually welcomes me for who I am. I have a house now, I have a girlfriend, and I'm in a decent place with my career. But what's next? So I want to set myself some goals looking forward, not only to motivate me, but to give myself some purpose as to what these years are going to be like. I'm just not letting these years slip through my fingers and it just pass me by as if nothing really happened. And I can look back and ask myself, did I work towards the goals that I have? And where am I in relationship to my goals? So the first thing I want to look forward to accomplishing is growing my YouTube channel. I know I've recently picked this back up and I'm hoping to continue growing it. I'm seeing the comments come in and it brings me a smile when I'm able to help somebody, when I'm able to resonate with the struggles that you guys are experiencing, because I've been there and I want to tell you, you guys aren't alone. I have a few ideas, like bubbling in my head. I've been thinking about probably holding a live stream or perhaps having a Discord channel so that way you guys can join and feel like you guys have a community. Because I know we are all over the world, but some of us are in places where we can't connect with other queer people because maybe you're in a smaller city and you haven't found these other queer people yet. I hope to connect more with you guys to see if there's any way that I can help you. My second goal for myself is that I want to get back into shape. Life comes in so many different waves and different chapters, and in the past few years I've been working on saving up for a house and learning about real estate, and all that has consumed my time where I haven't gone to the gym. So I want to get back into the gym. My next goal, I want to enjoy traveling and going out more. So much of my life I've been very frugal, and I'm very proud of that because I'm able to build up my finances to a place where right now I can probably look at it and feel comfortable and be able to reap the results of my efforts, or enjoy the fruits of my labor, whichever idiom you enjoy. And I want to continue enjoying my life as I continue to build it in a different way that satisfies me. And finally, my goal is to grow closer with the friends that really matter to me. I've talked to so many people and met so many great people, and they've all shaped me in different ways. I want to be closer with my friends that do matter to me because I have so many, but the ones that really matter to me, I want them to be friends with me from here on until the day I die. I hope I've encouraged you in ways to reflect on what you've done, and maybe the tips that I've provided you can positively impact you to not make the stupid mistakes that I did, to take advantage of the now and make your future better. Hopefully I have inspired you to set your own goals for yourself and seeing what your next year has in store for you. Ask yourself, is next year going to be the same? Or are you going to take advantage of the next 365 days and make it different from what you are now? Now that you've learned the lessons that I have to give for somebody who's about to turn 31, maybe you're somebody who is struggling with their dating life and you are still single. I used to be there. I was really struggling with my happiness because I was single and that status defined me. Well, if that's you, you might want to check this video next, where I talk about how you can be happy being single and being queer. There's still so much happiness to be had and you deserve it. As always, thanks for watching and I'll catch you in the next one.